Hi, welcome back again to Learn with me, Ajahn Thira. Today, we're going to move to Unit 6, How to Speak Your Mind. So actually, the learning outcomes for this unit are, first, you will be able to know how to search for knowledge about your friends' backgrounds or departments. And second, you will be able to perform public speaking effectively. And third, you will be able to know how to present effectively. Okay, let's take a look at the outline. Right here, the outline of this unit covers, first, how to search for your friends' information, and second, how to perform public speaking and presentation. Why should we interact? Think about this too. And how do we interact? Okay, so here, let's take a look at the topic 1. I would definitely highlight on how to search for your friends' information. Think about this. If you still remember, these are the simple steps to interact, okay? Firstly, you should focus on having conversation starters, as I mentioned earlier in the previous unit, and also focusing on your friends' backgrounds, departments, majors, okay? So here, let's move on to conversation starters. To getting to know your friends. These are the questions that you can use to get to know your friends from different backgrounds. Here, look at this together. First, tell me about you. How would you describe yourself? So your friend can talk about their backgrounds. Next, what would you tell me about yourself? Or you can change to be, can you tell me about your departments or faculties? Or last, what's one of the most fun studying memories you have so your friend can talk about their backgrounds, departments, or faculties? Okay. And here, I will tell you some tips about how to introduce yourself, as you may need to ask this to your friend and respond to this question. Think about this, how to introduce yourself. The tip is you should give a bit of background on yourself and briefly cover your education and recent career experience if you have. Okay, so take a look at the pattern and take a look at the tips. When you are introducing yourself, thinking about this. First, where did you study? What was your major? What is your major if you are still studying? When did you graduate? When will you graduate? Why did you choose this career path or field of area of study? Second, what was your recent or relevant work experience, or what have you done? Third, why you are the right fit for what they need? Why you are the right fit for the major? Why you are the right fit for the faculty? What are you like and what do you like to do? Here is the example, okay? Tell me about yourself. If you need to answer this, you can use this pattern. My name is, my major is, my department is, my faculty is, why you selected this field of study, I am, and then your personalities. One of the key accomplishments you have during your academic year, academic career was, are, is, like this. Okay, so you can pause this video. And don't forget to say nice to meet you, like this. Okay, here, think about community context. Okay, here is the sample of the answer of, if you would like to talk about your faculties, your schools in community context, what can you add? Think about the name of the schools, the faculties in this university, what you can say. So actually you can look at the website or web.community.ac.th, right? Right here. Look at this. I just want to give you the sample of the name of faculty. You should know your own faculty in English, okay? For example, Faculty of Engineering. What's your department? Department of Electrical Engineering, Computer Engineering, Electronic and Telecommunication Engineering. Just try to remember it in English language. How about this? There are a lot of engineering fields actually in this university. Try to think about what's your department. School. How about this? Industrial Education and Technology, Department of Civil Technology Education. Or you are from Faculty of Science, Department of Mathematics, Microbiology. Think about your background. Okay. And here we're going to focus on topic 2, which is about how to perform public speaking and presentation. So still be with me, and we're going to move to topic 2 right away. Yes, I mentioned about topic 2, right? How to perform public speaking and presentation. Is this our next focus? And is it very important? Because I'm going to talk about the language that you can use to perform public speaking and presentation, as well as a very useful technique that you can use to perform your speaking. Okay, think about this first before we go to the lesson. What should be strategies for effective presentation or public speaking? Think about this first. Write down on your notebook, paper, what should be strategies or techniques. Okay, here let's find some tips together. Here I actually highlight on WISE strategy. W-I-S-E, WISE strategy to have you produce killer presentations. First, take a look at the first one. W stands for welcome the audience. I stands for introduce yourself. S stands for say what the topic is. E stands for explain why audience will be interested in your topic or your speaking. With this technique, it can help your presentation be a killer presentation. So everyone will listen to you. Okay. Look at this. Welcome the audience. W, right? W, welcome the audience. What you can say, you can pause this video. Greeting, have a greeting with your audiences. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone, I'm happy, delighted, pleased, glad to be here today. Okay, this is the first one. How about the second one? I, that stands for introduce yourself. I think you know this already, but I just want to highlight a little bit about it. About this, that you can introduce yourself. You can say, let me introduce myself. I am from which faculty in KMUTT? Think about it. For those of you who don't know me, my names, maybe you don't need to just say my names. You can add for those of you who don't know me. Make your speaking more advanced. How about S? This one. S stands for say what the topic is. Okay, I give you the language structure that you can make use. First one, you can say, as you can see on the screen, our topic today is about the future plan of True. Or the topic of my talk, my presentation, my speaking is, followed by your topic. Next, what I'd like is from I would like to present to you today is. The subject of my presentation is I plan to say a few words about, so you can use the phrases or the words. I would like to give you an overview of what. So think about your topics. Try to hook the audiences, okay? And all right, let's move on to this one. E, you still remember? E stands for explain why audience will be interested in your topic, your presentation, your speaking. So I give you this, okay? You can take a look at this carefully, one by one. First, you can say, my talk is particularly or specifically, especially relevant to those of you, those of us who are interested in AI, artificial intelligence, because we all know that they are important for our community, nowadays. Second, today's topic is of particular interest to those of you or those of us who something you can add the information by yourself. Or my topic is important for you because, and followed by the reasons. Have to be very important reasons, interesting reasons. So everyone will understand why they need to be here, why they need to listen to you. By the end of this talk, you will be familiar with what? Try to link to the audiences. This is the important note that I'm giving you right now, that I would like you to try to use the words like we, us, and our. Those are pronouns. We use those pronouns to highlight common interest between you and the audiences. Okay, so I would like you to pause this part and then try to write it down by yourself when you're going to give the speech, speaking, or presentation. Okay. And I still would like to ask you this question. What have you learned so far? You still remember what have you learned? This is very important. What kind of strategies have you learned today? You can pause this video thinking about it because I'm going to give you the answer right away after this part. What have you learned? You learned about strategy for effective presentation or public speaking, right? There are 4 letters. What are they? Okay, here, let's take a look at the answer. We're focusing on wise today. You still remember? What is wise? Look at this again. Number 1 is welcome the audience. W stands for welcome the audience. You still remember we're going to have a greeting with the audience. Second, I stands for introduce yourself. What's your name? My name is. Third, S stands for say what the topic is. So try to think about the topic. Talk to the audiences. Fourth, this is very, very important. The 4th one, I really want you to focus on this. E stands for explain why audience will be interested in this topic. You still remember some secret tip? You still remember? We need to use the pronouns. What are the pronouns that I told you? We, anything else? Our, us. Try to link to them. Try to connect with them. So these are the strategy. These are the tips, and then this is the very good strategy that you can use for killer presentation. Okay. So actually, for today, I have done talking about how to speak your mind, and I hope you can make use of all I have planned to say for you today in your future career and future study. See you next time in the next unit. Thank you so much.